the final match. Top record has bragging rights or shared bragging rights for the Classic. But all 4 of these teams, which are top rated in the state in their respective classes, are going to come away having been challenged by each other and ready to finish the season strong. As after the Fall Classic, it's literally downhill to the playoffs.
Yeah. The playoffs are coming up pretty soon, aren't they?
Very soon.
Do we have another broadcast? I haven't looked at the schedule.
I haven't looked at the schedule either.
Can we do playoff games, or do we?
Yes, we'll do the playoffs.
As long as they're here.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that we'll be hosting at least to the district finals, I would think. But
what do we have for a lineup here?
We'll get that pairing. So for Mount Vernon, out on the floor, you got Cameron Ellison, Maddie Cranston, Natalie Welch, Sydney Dennis, Lauren Ryan, and right now Sarah Romberg's out there, but of course she'll trade places with Jory Randall to get started. For you fans of the West Des Moines Valley Tigers.
Actually, she's going to get to serve first.
Oh, yeah, Sarah Romberg's going to serve first. So Jory's going to stay off. Here we go. We're set. Romberg serving at 0-0. Mount Vernon winning the coin flip. Kubik already with her first attempt. Gets it across. Natalie Welch with her first shot. Handled by Olivia Lombardi. Dennis is going to set to Maddie Cranston. Cranston going with it, and it's in. Called in by the line judge from the Xavier Saints. First point to Mount Vernon. Sarah Romberg to serve 1-0.
Even my aged eyes. You know, Sarah Romberg plays a good back row when she serves.
Yes, she does.
She just made a nice save on that.
Lombardi to Bearhard. Bearhard going long, no touch. Anna Bearhard, Meredith Riker, Peyton Lombardi, Olivia Lombardi, Hayden Kubik. Oh, nice floating serve by Romberg, and then through the hands of Sydney Dennis for the point. First point for the Valley Tigers. And Katie Stevens, the other player for Valley, starting out.
We have the early advantage. Let's see if we can keep it.
Peyton Lombardi serving 1-2 for the Tigers. Cranston with the dig. She's going to get it right back. She goes wide left with it. Stevens is able to be there. Now Kubik is going to misfire, and it's going to go long.
I'm not going to keep track of Kubik this time. It's going to be tough for me to keep track of Mount Vernon. But
Rachel Axtell in to serve at 3-1. Mount Vernon with a little bit of fire coming out here to start. Kubik with the dig. Stevens is going to get it to Peyton Lombardi, and she airs into the net. She likes to hit out of the back row, but that was a tough jump there.
We don't want to take this too easily. They've made errors early, but the players that have made the errors we know are their better players.
There's another one so
they're going to settle down.
The serve from Axtell was too tough for Kubik to handle. She hits it long over into the far right front corner. Axtell serving 5-1. Right over the net. Kubik's going to get a big shot here. Axtell was lucky to get her hands on it, and that was it. Side out to the Tigers. Leah Jones coming in to serve for the Tigers at 2-5.
Out.
And service error for Jones. It's a tough spot to come in. You're not part of that starting rotation, and then you come in just to serve. Look at the height difference there between Jones and Bernhard.
Valley seems like they're not quite warmed up yet, so let's see if Brand can get us some points on our serve here.
So Cameron Brand now in, and that means
and we are on our end of the floor again.
Yeah, that's right. Lauren Schrock has joined her. Served by Brand at 6-2. Stevens with the set. Short set. And Kubik dug by Randall. Now Lauren Schrock with her first shot. Olivia Lombardi got to it. Now Kubik again. Cameron Brand's underneath her. Now Sydney Dennis is going to try her own. Stevens tries it her own, and she gets the opening. So the two setters each trying their own attack, and Stevens got the better of it. Point to the Tigers. Side out, and Morrow coming in to serve at 3-6.
We need to keep playing side out volleyball here.
Cameron Brand with the return. Dennis is the quick set to Cameron Ellison. It was blocked. Dennis, Lauren Schrock tips it across and down.
I got to give a Schrock a kill because I think they should have called that volley for a hit because she dragged the ball from behind her head up.
Brenna Gion not able to come up with it.
They haven't called that all day. So
Randall serving 7-3. There's Kubik. That's another misfire. We'll take those all day long from her, is once she gets zeroed in,
she'll settle down.
She'll hit with authority. Randall serving 8-3. You might as well make your points while you can against her. Morrow set to Gabby Lombardi. Oh, and then a nice shot by Schrock down the cross court in front of Olivia Lombardi. Side out to Mount Vernon. Oh, no, not side out. Randall still serving, and now 9-3.
Yeah. I have us for 3 kills so far, but we have 9 points. They've made a lot of errors.
Tough serve from Randall right at the feet, but handled nicely. And then off the block, there's Kubik's first kill. Hit it off
from the right side.
Went from the right side, hit it off of Schrock, and then Axtell in the far corner. Now Kubik to serve at 4-9. Cameron Brand able to, and they're going to call lift. Nope, double hit off of Dennis. Must have been from the pass from Brand and then Dennis. So now Kubik serving 5-9. Oh, that one just a rude serve by Kubik. Not Vernon able to do something with it though, and then a miss. No touch. That's Gabby Lombardi with the miss. Mount Vernon side out. Dennis to serve 10-5.
We still only have 3 kills, but we have 10 points. That means they made 7 errors. Nice serve.
Kubik with the pass. Morrow over to Peyton Lombardi, and she hit the antenna. Got lucky there because Lombardi loose on that front left corner is not a good thing.
Yes.
Now Dennis serving 11-5. Oh, and she missed it. She had the right idea. She was looking at an empty front.
Yeah.
And went to float it in there and just got a little too loose with the fingers. Now Olivia Lombardi, the libero for the Tigers.
Kubik and Lombardi have been most of the attack for Valley.
Dennis with the bump set to Cranston. Cranston in. Point on the line.
Did you see the up official sort of shaking his head? He almost called a double contact on Dennis again.
Really? I did not see that.
Well, the set she aimed was pretty much like the one he called a double contact. It was rotating forward. It wasn't rotating sideways.
Ryan serving to Kubik. Morrow back set to Gabby Lombardi. Oh, and that's going to fall in. Nice shot. It was off the block. Dennis got a hand on it, but nothing more could be done with it. And so it's side out to the Tigers. Mount Vernon kind of going to the 2-for-1 clip right now, which is good. Stevens to serve at 7-12 for the Tigers.
That's right. Just keep playing side out.
Lauren Ryan to Dennis. Back set to Sarah Romberg. She's going to go long. Right idea. She was looking for that corner. She got just a little underneath it.
It was open, but she didn't get the ball down enough.
Stevens serving 8-12. The end of the net. And Cameron Ellison in as Jory Randall goes out. Front row of Welch, Ellison, and Cranston. Sarah Romberg now back around to serve at 13-8. Good serve in. Kubrick to Stevens. Peyton Lombardi had it blocked back at her. Nice job by Cameron Ellison.
That's our first block in a while.
Yes, it is. Romberg to serve 14-8. Boy, Lombardi hit that hard.
We didn't get any blocks in the last 2
And Romberg into the net. A couple of service errors on both sides now. Jory Randall back in, Romberg out.
In our last 2 sets against Pleasant Valley, we didn't get any blocks. So it's good to see a block there.
Peyton Lombardi serving at 9-14. Ryan with the dig. Dennis out to get the set. Cameron Ellison got a good hand on it, but it was dug by Lombardi. Into the net. There was a good block set up, but Meredith Riker hit it into the net.
We have 4 kills on the block. That's 5 points, and we have 15 points. That means they have made 10 offensive errors in our favor.
Quick timeout called by Valley Tigers as they're down 15-9 here in the first set. Final match of the day of the Mount Vernon Fall Classic. You're listening and watching Mustang Vision. Truman, this is a great perch that we've got here. It's a lot of excellent work by the shop class here, led by Sean Voigt. We've got a really nice table, nice depth, great surface. It's nice to be able to have all of our equipment and plenty of room to, because I know you love to lay out your stats, and I get enough paperwork.
Now, a nice shout out to Sean Voigt, because do you know that he was a classmate of Joy Jordan and that he was a Division III National Wrestling Champion?
Fantastic. Served by Rachel Axtell at 15-9, and then a nifty little tip there.
I thought she pulled the ball from behind her head, but I've seen that several times. Did you see how she had her hand behind her head and came forward?
Was that Riker or was it Bernhard?
Whoever it was, but 30 years ago, those would have been called carries. Nobody calls them carries anymore.
Leah Jones out the left side with her serve, gives the ball back to Mount Vernon, a 16-10 advantage. Lots of rotation changes between these two teams.
Okay, let's see if Cameron Bank can get us some points here.
Brand serving at 16-10.
We don't want to get lax here because they're making a lot of mistakes. They're going to stop making mistakes pretty soon.
Pedal down here.
And we better be ready to play with them because.
Serve in. Stevens to Kubik. Oh my gosh. Axtell got, that's as good an effort as you're going to have against the hard-hitting Kubik, but Axtell still could not get the ball up high enough for anybody to do anything with it. It is just coming at such a strong pace and low angle.
I think they were going to call us in the net anyway. He seemed to indicate that Cameron Ellison was in the net.
Tough serve. Dennis up top with it. And the joust won at the net by Brenna Gion over Sydney Dennis. So 2 points in a row for the Tigers for the first time in a bit, and they've pulled it within 16-12. Morrow serving 12-16. Romberg had it blocked back at her. Or Ellison, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Ellison. Nice pancake there by Morrow. Tigers keeping it alive. Then Kubik hits long. Woof.
Again, that's what I mean by they don't call anything now, because they got that ball up with a lot of shaky looking things that would have been called lifts 30, 20 years ago.
Randall serving 17-12. Morrow's going to set up.
Nice set.
Ooh, nice work on the backside by the Mustangs. Lauren Schrock, Morrow handles it. Kubik just has to move it across. Now Axtell. Dennis is going to set up Schrock. Nope, he's going to go to Sarah Romberg. Morrow digs it. Now Olivia Lombardi sets up her sister Gabby. Blocked by Mount Vernon. Now Lauren Schrock. Back to Lombardi. Morrow's going to set up. Oh, and they're going to call her with a two contact.
So that ball was rolling. That's the same kind of thing he called on Dennis.
Yep.
So he's consistent.
Yep. Randall to serve 18-12. Mount Vernon pushing back out with multiple points in a row. Oh, floated that. She missed it the last time. She got it that one. Gabby Lombardi with a kill. That's her first one in a while. She's
I was going to say, I haven't seen her hitting from the right side.
Now Kubik stepping back.
I'm from the left side. She usually plays on the right side, doesn't she?
She does. 13-8.
But that's that particular rotation.
Axtell goes down low for it. Randall trying to move it for Schrock. Schrock hits it long. Is that only our second hitting error?
That ball was high over her head. That causes problems for her.
Yep.
We need to get a side out here.
Axtell with the pass. There's Dennis setting for Romberg. Kubik to her knees to get it. Back set to Gabby Lombardi. Dennis to Axtell. Axtell. Ooh, and Morrow got her hands on it. Nice shot by Rachel Axtell.
The line judge here didn't even call a touch. She just called it out. Whoop. I almost forgot to give Axtell a kill there.
Now Dennis serving at 19-14. Chance to get to 21st here. Oh, I think Lombardi saved us there. Her sister Peyton with it. Now that's going to go. Oh, they're going to get a chance to get it
Nice
over.
save by Brand.
Great save by Cameron Brand. Peyton Lombardi goes for the center of the donut. The campfire, if you will. Maddie Cranston to Kubik. Now Morrow back sets Gabby Lombardi. And the swing off of Lauren Schrock.
Their
Point.
setters doing a nice job. Those are nice sets.
Point to the Tigers. Side out, Olivia Lombardi.
All right, we got to keep doing side outs here.
Cameron Brand, that's an overkill. $16-9, need to side out here. Lombardi to serve. There's another point.
Tough serve.
Some great serving going on. Coach Willems is going to call timeout. As the Tigers have pulled to within 2. Mount Vernon tried to get to that 20 number, but have given up 3 points in a row. And so each team now have taken a timeout.
So they've outscored us 4-8 since they took their timeout at 15-9. Mount Vernon was leading. So we had a 6-point advantage, but now it's been cut to 2.
I'll take a 3-6 advantage coming out of this timeout to us.
But those have been really tough serves.
Oh, they have been.
They're the kind of serves we'd love to see out of our team.
And she's got the serve coming out of the timeout, serving at 17-19.
But let's see if she can still serve as tough.
She does. Cameron Brand, though, able to cover it. Dennis to Cranston. Cranston has it blocked right back at her by Anna Bernhard. Closing to within a point are the Tigers. They've ripped off 5 in a row.
This happens to us. This is why I keep saying we have to play side-out volleyball when we get ahead.
Olivia Lombardi. Sarah Romberg. Dennis. Now Lauren Schrock. Hits it inside the block. Took just enough off of it for it to not come off strong. And it went into the net on Bernhard's side.
Yep.
Side out Mount Vernon. Lauren Ryan in to serve at 20-18.
The Valley blockers had not penetrated over the net. Like when Cranston hit the ball, the block had penetrated the net.
Right. Ooh, nice serve by Ryan. Morrow sets up Gabby Lombardi. Oh, and she crosses the net. Crosses the net with some overspin.
Great shot with her.
Yeah. Falls in the front right
I think
court.
the way she's laughing, I think it was partly accidental.
Could be. Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. It's a point.
It's a point. She's still laughing, yeah.
So we need a side out here for sure.
Stevens serving 19-20. Ryan with a pass. Dennis is setting up. Natalie Welch in for the first time. Oh, and she goes long. Oh, they're going to call into the net.
14.
Bernhard in the net.
She doesn't believe it. She's looking around like, me? Really? Me?
Now Romberg.
But we'll take it.
Serving 21-19. Olivia Lombardi. Stevens setting up Peyton. Tipped back over into the Tiger side. Stevens saves it. Kubrick almost gets it to go down. Now Maddie Cranston. Kubik. Stevens is going to set up an out-of-bounds shot. Everybody was kind of scrambling there. That was
she had the right eye. She just pushed it too hard.
Yep.
It was open back there.
Riker hits it out for the Tigers now, serving 22-19 is Romberg. Kubik to Stevens. And she's going to go under the net. That shot, the pass from Kubik just had too much on it, and Stevens, to get into the position that she wanted, stepped underneath the nets. Now 23-19, Mount Vernon.
Their mistakes, notice.
Another shot. Olivia Lombardi. Stevens setting up. Riker. Riker hits it long. Set point for the Mount.
3 mistakes in a row, 3 or 4 mistakes in a row.
Set point for Mount Vernon here at 24-19.
Well, they had a net, they had a sitting there. Yeah, they made 4 mistakes in a row.
Good serve by Romberg. There's a set by Stevens. Back to Kubik, and Kubik finishes it for Mount Vernon, 25-19.
Amazing, just amazing.
So good fortitude from the Mustangs, able to hold that set together as they had a commanding lead, and then hit that middle stretch, let the Tigers back in.
But then the Tigers took themselves out of it. I mean, they had that last 4 or 5 points was disastrous for West Des Moines because they were all their mistakes.
Right.
We didn't have any kills in that stretch. We just kept the ball in play, and they made mistakes. Or, as I like to say, we let the other team beat themselves.
Right.
How many kills do you think we had in that set?
No more than 5. I'm going to go with 4.
No, we had, well, I have us for 6.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Maybe you forgot Axel's kill from the back row.
Oh, I did. I forgot that one.
But we had 6 kills in 1 block and 4 hitting errors, a double contact, and 2 serving errors. Guess what? We were dead 0 offensively for the set.
Dead 0.
Well, we had
Yep.
we had 6 kills in a block. That's +7. We had 4 hitting errors, a ball handling error, and 2 serving errors. That's -7. +7 -7 makes 0. We did nothing offensively in that set, and yet we won by 6 points because they made mistakes.
They made mistakes, and of course, a part of that also is getting your hands on enough balls to create the uneasiness. Keep them off their rhythm, keep them off guard to where they have to react.
Like all the other matches we've had today, there was a lot of good play on both sides.
Yep.
It's just that after a lot of back and forth, they made the mistake. Now, they're going to stop making so many mistakes, so we have to start making more positive contributions to our offense.
So to your comment about our broadcast schedule, we are set for one more volleyball match before we get into the postseason, before the WAMAC conference, and we'll talk about hosting Mustang Vision for the WAMAC conference meet. But Marion rolls into town on October 6th.
Who does?
Marion.
Oh.
That will be a really good battle.
So that's next week. We don't have anything. So
we have nothing
week after next,
right.
Okay, we're going, it looks like, with the same starting lineup.
It does, except for Romberg's going to be.
They're serving.
They're serving, so Romberg is going to step out. So it'll be Dennis, Welch, and Ellison on the front line. Ryan, Randall, and Cranston on the back line for Mount Vernon. For the Valley Tigers as they get set for set 2, you've got Bernhard, Kubik, and Riker on the front line. Stevens is on the front line, Riker in the back.
It would be very good for us to get the first point here.
And then Olivia and Peyton Lombardi. Peyton Lombardi to start the serve. Nice return by Ryan. Welch has to back up on a tough set and hits it into the net. So point to the Tigers to start set 2. Peyton Lombardi to serve 1-0.
Welch did not have any.
She gets it right back on the service error.
It's interesting, in the first set, Welch didn't have any. She didn't have a kill, a block, a hitting error, a ball handling error.
She had a couple of good, strong hits, but they were all returned.
Yeah, but they were all returned.
Axtell, jump serve in. Stevens going all the way across the court to Kubik. And now Kubik's got another shot at it. Boy, you cannot let that happen.
No. Bad pass by us.
Oh, because she really, I didn't think she hit it that hard the first time, and for it to come back all the way across the net is just, that would be like giving her a step ladder and saying, here, dunk the ball. Stevens serving at 2-1. Ryan, tough pass.
Oh, not good, not good.
Tough serve there. Stevens serving 3-1.
We're making errors now. We have to come back here.
Randall with a pass. Dennis is going to set Cameron Ellison. Got her blocked. Dennis is going to serve Natalie Welch this time. Ooh, nicely dug by Stevens. Now Kubik puts it away off the block by Ellison. Point to the Tigers. They take a 4-1 lead early in set 2.
So West Des Moines has grabbed the momentum back. They're definitely on a roll now.
Kubik's back to hitting it pretty pure. There's a good pass by Ryan. Dennis has to go after it, though. And then Natalie Welch comes up with a nice shot. But a great dig by Stevens. Now Randall moving it over to Natalie Welch off the block. Peyton Lombardi tries to find the center of the campfire.
Nice cover by Welch.
Both teams playing good volley here. Riker moves it across the net. Now Randall to Dennis, setting up Cameron Ellison off the block. There's Lauren Ryan. Rachel Axtell to Natalie Welch. Nice hustle by Stevens. Dennis over to Welch. Welch pushes it. Now Stevens. Rachel Axtell sets up Dennis. Now to Cameron Ellison off the block inside of Kubrick. Long point won by Mount Vernon. Long point won by Mount Vernon.
Excellent.
Wow, great
Good
attention span.
For us, that was our first offensive point of the set.
Yep.
And only our second or other point was on a serving error by them.
Now Cameron Brand and Lauren Schrock in on the rotation. Cameron to serve at 2-4.
Let's see if Brand can get us going here.
Peyton Lombardi, tough one to handle. Kubrick, though. Oh. Well, you'd like to be able to direct it in such a way that it'd be
She's just going right over Dennis.
Yeah. It's just so tough to keep the ball away.
Well, she's so much taller, so much higher than Dennis.
Now Morrow serving 5-2. Axtell gets at it. Randall. Axtell. Schrock just has to push it across the net. So 2 misses for Mount Vernon. Kubik just gives it up. And now Ellison.
Excellent.
Nice shot. Cameron Ellison with a good shot.
What you just saw there was a beautiful set by Dennis, who set Ellison up. I think West Des Moines forgot that Dennis is not in the back row. Dennis could have attacked, so they had to worry about her.
Kubik just over the top, but there's Axtell filling in nicely. Now Lauren Schrock off the top of the net. It's going to get blocked in and out. And the Tigers with the side out. Kubik to serve, 6-3.
We need to get back into rhythm here.
Brand deadens that one nicely. Now Lauren Schrock. I think the tape got most of it, but right there was Gion and Gabby Lombardi, but a timeout called by Maggie Willems.
Yeah, we're making too many hitting errors.
So one of the things that I notice, and this is with all teams, not just Mount Vernon, but I think it's being exposed right now in this particular set, is when a team starts to exert themselves with some really good serve practice, it really usually I can see the other teams start to second guess their ability to pass the ball.
Yep. And
it seems like we're really tenuous in our passes right now, which is then causing us to give up those opportunities. Confidence
says a lot. Says a lot about. That's why people talk a lot about the psychological aspect of games.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a reaction and emotional. A lot of it's got to do with confidence, and you have to
Kubik to serve at 7-3. Cameron
There
Brand.
you go. Excellent. See?
Good pass, good set.
You got it.
Good point. Just what we were talking about. And so good job by Coach Willems to kind of control the pace of play, get that timeout so that we could go back to Mount Vernon volleyball. Dennis with the serve. There's Morrow back setting Gabby Lombardi, and it goes long.
Let them make mistakes. It's just hard to play consistently at a high level.
Mm-hmm. Dennis serving at 5-7. Olivia Lombardi with the pass. Gion down the middle, and Randall couldn't get enough on it. And side out to the Tigers. Olivia Lombardi to serve at 8-5. Cameron Brand with a pass. Maddie Cranston had to hustle to it, just got to the ball. They're going to call a point, having hit the antenna from that push
What was
shot.
out? Outside the antenna?
It was either outside the antenna or it hit the antenna. I think it must have been outside of it. So Lombardi to serve 9-5.
This kid down here was waving her flag.
Oh, there's an ace serve. She was waving her flag because the other corner was waving flag.
Okay.
So Lombardi serving at 10-5. Brand to Dennis to Schrock. Oh, a nice dig by Lombardi.
Yep.
Boy, they're just getting their hands on everything. Cranston now. It's a big shot. Lombardi putting it up in the air for her sister Gabby. Dennis with the tip, back to Cranston. Cranston with a shot. Handled by Morrow. Really great work being done defensively by both squads here. And Schrock hard off of Olivia Lombardi. Lombardi thought she was there, but it got on her too quickly. Side out to Mount Vernon. Lauren Ryan in to serve at 6-10. Mount Vernon's got to make a little run here.
We do. Or, alternatively, they need to make a few mistakes.
Ooh, there's a tough pass, but they handled it. Randall's going to bump it out to Cranston. Cranston high up off the net. Dug by Kubrick. And a point. Double contact here. Valley coach is not happy again.
I frankly didn't see anything wrong with this set, but they called it. I think it was because she was going away from the net and threw it back toward the net.
Oh, ace out of Lauren Ryan off the diving Kubik. Now Lauren Ryan to serve 8-10. See if she can keep the run going. Kubik with the pass. Morrow outside to Peyton Lombardi. Dennis is going to bump set Natalie Welch. Oh, nifty! Lombardi to Lombardi for the point. It was an overpass by Olivia, and Peyton just alertly tipped it behind her.
Cool move, but they were saying somebody 7. We don't have a 7 out there. Oh, like they had Ryan in the net or something?
17, Natalie Welch.
Oh.
They would have done the 10 plus the 7. Peyton Lombardi.
He didn't call out.
Oh, just too difficult.
Settle down, side out. We're down by 4. It's time to start our 2-1 exchange.
Stevens.
Get 2 points to their 1.
Serving 12-8. Lauren with the pass. Now to Maddie Cranston. Maddie Cranston puts it away. Nice job, Maddie Cranston.
What did you just see there? You saw a good pass and a good set and a kill.
Yep. Now Sarah Romberg in to serve at 9-12.
That set was far enough out so that Cranston did not have to hit the ball into the block. She had room.
Ooh, just over the net. And that results in a really tough dig from Kubik. Mount Vernon up, growing up. Romberg to serve 10-12.
Let's see if we can get one more here.
Kubik with another tough pass. Stevens able to get to it, though. Peyton Lombardi goes out with it. Mount Vernon pulls to within 1 point. Leah Jones is going to come in for Kubik, giving her a rest. A little change of momentum perhaps there,
Yep,
and now
that's
Romberg.
exactly what it is, trying to freeze our server and just give her a break and change things.
Jones with the return. There's Stevens, tough set. And it goes long. Riker really couldn't do anything with it but advance it, and she just got behind it too much, and now we're even at 12. Here in the second set, Mount Vernon taking the first set, 25-19. Sarah Romberg to serve.
Let's keep going.
Oh, and she goes long with
It
it.
almost dropped.
Yep. That's why I wasn't going to call it out too soon. Peyton Lombardi for the Tigers serving at 13-12.
Kubik, of course, is back in now because she's in the front row.
Lauren Ryan. Natalie Welch with a shot. They're going to call it into the net.
Well, it wasn't
I think
10.
No, I think it was 14.
14.
Yep, I think it was Anna Bernhardt. So tied at 13, Rachel Axtell on the side out to serve for Mount Vernon. Good jump serve to Kubik. Now Stevens, Anna Bernhardt. Natalie Welch off the top of the block. Olivia Lombardi to Kubik off the top of the rope.
Yep.
And Kubik turning around on it. There's Natalie Welch, gets her hands on it. Now Jory Randall. Welch moves it across the net. Stevens over to Kubik. She hits it hard right at Lauren Ryan. She did everything she could, but not able to come up with it. And
Well, we had a lot of good defense on that rally, but we never had we had a couple of good swings, but that was just a very good rally.
it was a great rally. Sometimes you have to play side-out volleyball. Stevens to Welch. Welch is going to get it back. Oh, and she hits it off of the – that's going to be 4. No, it's not. I guess one was a block, wasn't it? Sydney Dennis to Welch. Pushed across the net. Now Kubik goes long. Point to Mount Vernon. Side out.
Boy, she swings hard.
She does. She does. This is the future of Hawkeye and Cornhusker volleyball right here. At least one of 6 on each side. Lauren Schrock and Hayden Kubik.
All right, Cameron, we need
14
some
all.
good serves here.
Pass Stevens, back sets Riker, and Riker's going to go with a hitting error. Mount Vernon with their first lead in quite some time. Actually, first lead in the second set. Now Cameron Brand to serve at 15-14. Good serve again. Kubik go down with it. Stevens into the campfire.
We were not looking for that.
Nope.
We're just, which makes sense. We're zoned in on Kubik, and
Yep.
we were looking for Kubik to get the set.
Now Morrow to serve 15 all. Axtell with a pass. Dennis out to Schrock. Schrock's hit it really hard. And that's going to be a timeout called by the Valley coach. As Mount Vernon takes a 16-15 lead here about 2/3 of the way through set 2 from Mount Vernon to close out the Mount Vernon Fall Classic. We've enjoyed a full day of volleyball, and the sun is starting to think about setting. And Truman,
It's going to be harder for you to grill out in the daylight pretty soon.
I've got lights around my patio, but it's going to be hard for you to go home and quiet the nerves. I mean, nothing that a good bottle of Zin won't do.
What am I going to do? Maybe I should go for the Palisades burger for supper.
There you go. Well, I don't know. Their burger of the month right now is hard to beat. You've just got a couple of days left. Apple chutney and fontina cheese.
I think I've had it once already, but it was early in the month. And so now.
Both teams coming back out of the timeout, and it'll be Jory Randall with the serve and a 16-15 advantage. Here in set 2, Mount Vernon owning a 1-set lead so far.
There's no better time for an ace from Jory than right now.
She gets to the cross, and they're going to call. What was that?
Inadvertent whistle.
They were ready for something. Try it again.
This is a replay.
And she gets the next one across. Kubik. Tomorrow. Kubik gets it back, and she hits it long. Whoo! Boy, it's a good thing because I don't know what you do with that.
I would not want to be anywhere near that ball when she hits it.
I don't know what you do with that ball.
It's like serving in tennis, like they were serving 170 miles an hour. And
Oh, there's the overpass.
You reached over, Schrock.
Schrock reached over.
No, she reached over Maggie.
There we go. Point to the Tigers, and Kubik to serve at 16-17.
She just got too excited and reached over the net on that one.
Axtell with a pass. Dennis to Schrock. That was a tough one. Tough set from Dennis to Schrock. Gabby Lombardi, nice dig by Randall. Dennis is going to set Schrock again.
He didn't call it. Look at him shake his head.
There we go. Into the net, 10.
Uh-oh, we're going to get a card.
Brenna Gion.
He's mad at the coach.
That's first time in my history of calling volleyball that I've seen a yellow card come out.
Well, I remember once we used to have a team, special teams back in the 80s before we had all these club teams. And I remember the University of Missouri coach was a brother of somebody else. He used to help out in our sort of summer program.
Mm-hmm.
He said his team played better anytime they got a yellow card.
Oh, nice shot by Gabby Lombardi. She hit that same shot.
She did.
That she did earlier where she kind of cuffs it.
But
it rolls
she's not
across.
smiling now, so maybe that one was intentional.
Might have been. Side out to the Tigers. Olivia Lombardi, her sister, one of her older sisters.
Okay, we got to watch her shoot. They scored a lot on her serve last time.
17-18. Cameron Brand with a nice pass.
Nice
Dennis
job,
back set to
Cameron.
Schrock, and Schrock hits it off the block. Gets it off of Peyton Lombardi
Excellent.
for the point.
Because we neutralized her serve. That's really crucial. They got about 4 points on her serve last time. That's how they got their big lead early in this set.
Lauren Ryan serving 19-17 for Mount Vernon.
We're on the cusp of 20 here.
Kubik, tomorrow. Oh, that's tough. That was right at the point of attack by Anna Bernhard.
Yeah.
That was a perfect set by Stevens.
This is exciting volleyball.
It wasn't Stevens, it was Morrow. Morrow hit that because Stevens was out.
We got to play side out here.
18-19, Stevens to serve for the Tigers.
Kubik is not in the front row, so.
Randall goes down low for it.
Nice.
Dennis is set to Welch, handled by the Tigers. Oh, and they found it in. Bernhard again with the tip shot into where the defense had sagged away from, tying it at 19. Stevens with a serve. Ryan with a pass. Dennis to Romberg. Romberg gets blocked, and the point by Bernhard again on the block.
So they get to 20 first.
Yep. We had at 19-17. They've scored 3 straight. Stevens to serve. Ryan goes down for the pass.
He could have called that. He didn't call it, so.
Oh, and Kubik this time from the back row.
Another roll.
And Maggie Willems calls a timeout. As it's now 21-19, the Tigers have opened up a 2-point lead here late in the second set. Mount Vernon needs to get a side out and a bit of a run.
So they've got 3 in a row.
They've got.
The thing is, they haven't made any mistakes. We got back ahead
4 in
because
a
they
row.
made mistakes.
Yep.
And we haven't been able to get in line for a good kill that they haven't. They've been able to dig stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason they're back ahead is because they started playing very well. And we haven't quite been. So if we can just use this timeout to steady ourselves and start getting back into things.
Reminder of upcoming opportunities for Mustang Sports. You'll have Sean Moore and Ed Tim next Friday from Solon.
The big game.
The big game. That will be on the Mustang Cast, themustangcast.com. Back to our audio broadcast. We're still working with Solon to see if we can get a video to it, but right now it's just audio. Stevens serving at 21-19. Dennis with the set. And the point to the Tigers. Mount Vernon in the net.
Welch was in the net. She hit the ball. Yep. She was in the net.
And then after the Solon football match. Oh, that's in.
Yeah, it's in. She
that
started
is,
to call it out, but then it was in.
Yep. In by Stevens. Dove right at the last minute. Last second even. And then, as we said, October 6th, volleyball back here against Marion. 1 game a week. Stevens. This is Romberg, Dennis, Cranston. Moves it across, and there's a point for Mount Vernon. Desperately needed that point.
We did.
Now we need 3 more.
Actually, we need 5 more.
We need 5 more, right? Romberg.
Well, we did well the last time Romberg served, I think.
Good serve. Peyton Lombardi comes up with it. Now she gets it right back. Touch pass to Dennis. Now to Ryan. Natalie Welch. Off of Stevens, of Olivia Lombardi to Peyton, and she misses it long. No touch called. There's 2 in a row for Mount Vernon. Keep it rolling here. Sarah Romberg to serve 21-23. Romberg to Kubik. Stevens. Oh, and a miss for Bernhard.
Miss hit.
The last time she had that, she hit it hard straight up the middle, and she jumped too soon, I think.
So they've been making errors.
22-23, Romberg to serve.
Let them keep making errors.
It's another good one. Kubik with a pass. Stevens tries her own.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to call an error on Stevens.
Uh-oh, watch out.
Called her carry.
He almost gave him a red card. If he gives him a red card, it's a point.
Called a carry.
No, he called a back row attack.
Did he?
Well, he did. He put his hand up and waved it back and forth like it was a back row attack. So now we're talking it over. We may get a replay out of this or else.
Critical point right here as we're waiting on final decision between the 2 officials and the captain for the Tigers. Still waiting on final decision. No indication from the up official. But the way that the Valley coach is responding, it doesn't appear that they won their appeal. And it's going to be 23-all with Romberg set to serve. Essentially, it's a new set here in set 2 late. Romberg serving Kubik. She gets her hands on it. Stevens sets up. Oh! How about that off of Ryan's face, and they were able to play it. Peyton Lombardi, dug by Romberg, set. Oh, and it's going to be long, but it's going to be a touch called here.
Romberg gets a kill.
Romberg with a kill off the touch. And we've got match point coming up for Mount Vernon.
That was a beautiful save off Ryan.
Off of Ryan's face, and then Dennis came up with the pass.
So we got a new play, a face save.
Romberg serving 24-23. She gets it in. Kubik with a pass. Here's Stevens. Sets right. And it's a match win for Mount Vernon.
Holy cow.
They bookend the tournament, sweeping Xavier, then sweeping Valley, and finishing with a 2-1 record, while Valley finishes with a 2-1 record. The coaches from Valley certainly not happy with that, but well played on both sides of that ball. And you gotta say from a Mount Vernon perspective, Truman, that as you were calling throughout that match, I mean, even though it was a tough loss for Valley in the end, it was a series of errors that really put both teams in a position that it was going to be a war of attrition on that.
That was. And it was a tough loss for Valley, but, you know, at the end, they made mistakes. And I don't really understand the back row attack call, but apparently Levin hit the ball over, and I don't know.
Yeah.
He must have thought she was above the net. I just don't understand some of those things.
Yep.
But my goodness.
Well,
you know, when Romberg went back to serving, you said, well, we need 3 points to tie. I said, no, we need 5. And we got 5.
And you got the 5.
I can't believe it.
Great job, Eddie. You should try that more often.
I'm just amazed.
Well, you've been watching Mustang Vision all day long. We started at 9 o'clock. Well, we set up at 9 o'clock this morning. Actually, I was here at 8:30. Started broadcasting at 9:30. It's now 5 o'clock, and we've had I can't imagine a better day of volleyball action than what we have seen today out of these 4 squads. Congratulations to West Des Moines Valley, the Tigers, and a great tournament played. Best of luck to them down the road as they continue on. Congratulations, Mount Vernon, for fighting back from a disappointing second match and really standing up against a tough 5A team.
Yeah. You got to be happy with 2-1. I mean, the loss to Pleasant Valley was disappointing because we didn't play well in the third set. But, oh, my goodness, the competition is just outstanding. This is the best volleyball I've seen on this court all day long in years, really.
Yep. Great stuff. Well, for Truman Jordan, I'm Jim Beatty. We're Mustang Vision Volleyball here 2020, and we'll look forward to seeing you on October 6th. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, the week ahead. Get ready for Solon and Mount Vernon football on Friday night. Good night, everybody.
Oh, boy.